right, let's have some fun, shall we? I love this. We like to do this on Fridays. Where, look, we've all had embarrassing moments at work. We have people that call a time they're not in a great work situation. So we want to try to bring a little laughter every once in a while because we've all done something dumb at work. And these people actually admit it on the internet. So here we go. It's very hard for me not to laugh at that last little sound. That's fantastic. May writes in, the first day I met my boss, I was sitting at my desk talking to him, and suddenly I started to smell the horrible stench of poop. All through the entire conversation, I was thinking to myself, where is the smell coming from? Is it him? Once the conversation was over, I turned over my shoe and realized I had stepped in a huge dog poo. I'm sure he could smell it the whole time because it was filling up the room. The worst thing was my boss saw me trying to get it off with a tissue, and I had to lie and say I stepped in mud. See, you didn't have to lie there. He was smelling the poo as well. Like, okay, I don't know how you guys handle it in the culture. If I'm sitting in that situation, I go, excuse me, let me check the bottom of my shoe. Do you got a dog? Did you step in dog poo? There's no way I have an entire conversation as a new employee with my leader and I act like the poo smell's not in the room. Do you?
I think it's almost worse because they smelled it and now they're thinking you just smell in general.
That, or they go, you're a liar. First day, you've outed yourself as a liar. Everybody knows it was dog poo. What's the big deal? It wasn't your poo. If it's your poo, you leave. But it's the dog's poo. So we just go, I stepped in it. All right. Folks, listen, panic at work gets you in trouble. And this is what happened to me. Here's the next one. Joe, I feel like this is something that might happen to you.
Thank you. I have not heard this story yet, so.
I know. Jesse writes in, I bought a new pair of black pants for work. They were a little loose around the waist in the store, but I felt like they fit well enough. Fast forward to me in the elevator 2 days later with some random woman, and my pants fell like below the crotch line. I apologized immediately, dropped my laptop, and hiked my pants back up. She got off at the next stop, and quickly at that.
I wear a belt, thank you.
I know, Joe. See, that's all a setup. I don't actually think that, but I think I could see Joe, though. Honestly, though, Madison actually gets it. So does Amanda. He goes and buys a new pair of pants. They're a little loose because Joe lost a bunch of weight recently. And he goes, I think those will work. And you're not wearing the belt, and they kind of fall down on you. I'm just saying it could happen. Don't take it personally, Joe. We're having fun on this Friday. And finally, Sam. Oh, the dreaded conference call screw up. You ready for this? Now, let me tell you something. This could happen to me. I try to own this stuff. You know what I mean? Could not paying attention to the conference call and the speakerphone. Here's what happened. We had an all-company conference call. I muted my phone so I could talk to my coworker. But apparently you have to hit the mute button again once you put it back on speakerphone. I did not know this and was going on and on about how the client was super annoying and, how a client wasn't on the phone, but how a client was super annoying and really difficult to deal with. Everyone on the call heard me whining like a baby. My boss was quiet for about 15 seconds and finally said, okay then, and moved on with the call. Got to be careful, Joe, on that speakerphone button. Got to be careful. Yikes.